Welcome to Chapter 3 of my video series, Solving King Wen's Puzzle. All the information in this series is taken directly from my book, The DNA Code of I Ching, by Jody Milner. It is available on Amazon. The link can be found in the description below. My inquiry into hexagrams began as a curiosity about King Wen's mysterious organization of the hexagrams. Intuitively, I knew there had to be a method behind the seeming madness of his book order. The first important clue came from delving deeply into the three natural pair types of the 64 hexagrams. The final clue, which finally opened the door to the mystery, came when I arranged the hexagrams into a numeric binary chart. I do not believe King Wen perceived the hexagrams as numeric, but he did use their natural binary pairing feature extensively in his writing. There is no definitive knowledge explaining what the trigrams had come to mean during the 1500 years before he wrote the first Chinese classic. Nor do we know if the trigrams had already been combined into hexagrams. It is possible that King Wen's genius was in stacking the trigrams into the 64 possible forms and assigning them meanings. What I discovered is that King Wen started by organizing the hexagrams into 32 line-to-line opposite pairs. Looking at these complementary pairs, he then assigned them titles and images. Next, he reorganized them into flip pairs. Finally, he ordered the new pairs into the received book sequence. Additionally, he further obscured the process by switching two of the pairs with one another. The images I created will clarify his method. First, we will look at the three types of pairs inherent in the hexagrams. There are 4 primary pairs totaling 8 hexagrams, 4 complementary pairs also totaling 8 hexagrams, and 24 flip pairs totaling 48 hexagrams. These are the pairs he used for the book layout. Every hexagram has a binary or line-to-line pair, but Wen only used these in the book sequence when there was no other option. The primary pairs are easy to spot. They are line-to-line opposites. There is another, less obvious characteristic of primary pairs. They are palindromes. In other words, they are in the same order from top to bottom or bottom to top. All 4 of the primary pairs are palindromes and therefore cannot form flipped pairs. This is an important clue to the King Wen book order because he had to keep the primary pairs together. The 4 complementary pairs are also line-to-line opposites and were kept together in the book. However, they are not palindromes. Instead, each can be flipped upside down to form the pair partner. There are no other logical partners for primary or complementary pairs. The largest group of pairs in the book order are top to bottom flips of partners. There are 4 primary pairs totaling 8 hexagrams, 4 complementary pairs also totaling 8 hexagrams, and 24 flip pairs totaling the remaining 48 hexagrams. Even before I embraced the hexagrams as binary numerals, I had discovered a key to unlock the 8 houses. By studying the pair types highlighted in the book order, I had already assembled the 8 primary hexagrams and the 8 complementary hexagrams into their 2 respective houses. Next, I combined the 24 flip pairs into 12 groups by partnering them with their line-to-line opposites pairs. Hexagrams 3 and 4 are flips, as are 50 and 49. Hexagrams 3 and 50 are line-to-line opposites, as are 4 and 49. In this way, they form natural sets of 4. The lower set of 4 hexagrams behave in precisely the same way. Later in the video, I will further explain the method for pairing up the 12 sets of 4 hexagrams into the 6 flip pair houses. After embracing the hexagrams as binary, I finally managed to decipher the organization of Wen's ancient puzzle. While studying the hexagrams in a binary 8x8 grid, it became clear that the smallest numbers and their binary opposites composed the outer ring. In this 8x8 grid, hexagrams are sequenced by their binary value. Book order numbers are on top, binary values are on bottom. Using a color coding method, I recognized that all hexagrams, aside from 3 and 4, having the lowest book order numbers of 1 through 16, were situated around the outer edge of the grid. Additionally, their line-to-line opposite pairs are also in the outer ring. It turns out that the outer edge of the grid contains all possible hexagrams, with at least one fully yin or one fully yang trigram. It then became obvious that King Wen had switched hexagram pair 3 and 4 with pair 19 and 20 to further cover up his organizational method. This image shows the hexagram titles, as interpreted by Wilhelm Baines. The upper section contains the all-yin, all-yang trigram group of 28 hexagrams. Each hexagram is beside its line-to-line opposite, which is also part of the all-yin, all-yang trigram group. King Wen's sequencing pattern becomes clear when looking at the hexagrams from this viewpoint. He organized all the flip hexagrams into their natural pair groups of 4. He then paired each set of 4 with another set of 4, creating 6 sets of 8. I think of these groups as the King Wen houses. Because the primary and complementary hexagrams only come in sets of 2, they form their own 2 houses with 8 hexagrams in each. King Wen, therefore, ended up with 8 houses, each containing 8 hexagrams. Once he completed the pattern, he began the numbering process with the all-yin and all-yang primary pair as hexagrams 1 and 2. He obviously considered these pure forms as especially important. He numbered the complementary all-yin-yang pair as 11 and 12 to mimic the 1 and 2. One interesting feature of King Wen's puzzle is that he switched the 3 and 4 pair with the 19 and 20 pair. It certainly proved to be a highly effective spoiler. I believe he made this adjustment after completing the numerical order. The titles of hexagrams 3, Difficulty at the Beginning, and 4, Youthful Folly, are especially telling. In my opinion, it seems logical that he followed the following process. First, he assembled all line-to-line opposite hexagrams. Second, he split out the 28 hexagrams with a triple broken line or triple solid line trigram. Third, he assembled all the 2-pair sets with their flip pairs. This created groups of 4. Fourth, he realized the primary and complementary hexagrams do not have flip pairs, but they do form sets of 8 hexagrams according to their own rules or processes. Fifth, he realized he could form 3 houses with 8 hexagrams in each using only hexagrams with a triple broken line or a triple solid line trigram. Sixth, he wrote the oracle as sets of 4, then ordered the remaining house groups. His writing is especially focused on the sets of 4. Seventh, he numbered his arrangement so that his method was not entirely lost. He spread pairs out in a way that would be difficult to decode. Eighth, he realized that he needed to plant additional confusion about his method, so he switched the 19 and 20 into the 3 and 4 positions. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and check out the next video from Chapter 4 of my book, Geometry, House Charts, and Magic Squares.